Okay, Martin Tuft, the Norwegian journalist who works at the University of Oslo. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm the editor of the University of Oslo's newspaper called Uniforum.
Yeah.
And I've been there for 18 years, I think. And before I worked for the Norwegian Broadcasting Corporation.
Yeah.
And I've been studying Latin American literature and Spanish language for about 5 years at another university called the University of Bergen in the western part of Norway before. So I've been traveling a lot in Latin America and in Spain, but I've also been to Iran.
Oh yeah, that's good. So we're gonna a little bit concentrate on the book in Norwegian came out, Sistemat. If we translate it to English, The Last Night by Tebrizli. How did you find the book? You are, I think, the first Norwegian journalist who read the book. And how did you find it?
Oh, I found it very interesting. It's a very touching book. It's a very touching novel, and it presents a lot of interesting people who have had their own flights through their flight through different countries and through different, how shall we put it, different agents which they have met during the flight from their own home country until they come to Turkey or at last for Tebrizli's case to Norway. So I find it very, very interesting.
And what kind of images did you find about South Azerbaijani Turks and the situation over there inside the book?
Yes, it gives a very, very interesting and quite brief history of the South Azerbaijan region and how it became a part of Iran and how it was before it was a part of Iran. And most people in the Western countries don't know much about South Azerbaijan. They have heard about Iran and they have heard about Kurdistan, and they know that a part of Kurdistan is situated in Iran, another part in Syria, a third part in Turkey, and a fourth part in Iraq. But nobody has heard about South Azerbaijan as a part of Iran. They've heard about North Azerbaijan with its capital Baku. But nobody thinks about South Azerbaijan as an independent region from before the 20s, and I think that all people of Iran are Iranians and that they all speak Persian. Nobody here knows that the Azerbaijani people of Iran do not are allowed to use their own mother tongue at school or at work, and that they can be punished if they do use it in a song text or in an official letter, for instance.
Yeah. And if we concentrate on the human rights case, right, on the book, how the book can describe the human rights situation in South Azerbaijan?
I think the human rights situation in Iran and in South Azerbaijan is very, very, very bad, because everyone has a right to use its own language, its own mother tongue. And if you cannot use your own mother tongue in your daily life, it's like a part of your identity is killed by the authorities. And I understand very well why they try to protest against this kind of repression from the part of the Iranian government in South Azerbaijan. And I think that the people of South Azerbaijan do have to tell everybody in the rest of the world about their situation, because if they don't tell it to us, we will not learn to know it. We will just think that okay, they are Iranians like the other Iranians, but they just have to stress that they are a part of Azerbaijani people, and they have to tell it to us, so we can know it.
Yeah, that's true. I heard that you have been in South Azerbaijan before.
I've been there once. I've been in
You've been there one time.
and Kandovan.
Oh, you've been in South Azerbaijan. How did you find the land and the people?
Okay, they are very, very hospitable, and the food is very good, and yes, the people are very, very warm, and they can share a lot of their homes and their food, in spite of the difficult situation which they live in. So I find the people very, very, very nice. So I would like to go back, but I hope they will someday get much more freedom than they have today. I think this novel is a great, will play a great part in Norway to make people in Norway more aware of the situation of the South Azerbaijani people in Iran.
Okay, if you look at the book, Siste natt flykten fra Sør-Azerbaijan til Norge. I'm gonna translate it in a special way. Just I say the moving from South Azerbaijan to Norway. If the Norwegian people and Europeans continue to look at South Azerbaijan, what kind of land they can imagine?
Most people think about Azerbaijan as the oil country of the Caspian Sea, and they have heard about Baku and not much more.
And
they have heard about Aliyev, maybe.
Oh,
but
yeah.
South Azerbaijan, maybe it's the southern part of Azerbaijan, they will think. I think.
Yeah.
They don't know that it's a province in Iran.
They're gonna just right away forget about the south and just hear Azerbaijan. Okay,
Yeah.
we've been there before. Yeah.
That's a place where Statoil is.
Yeah. Yeah. My last question is: you, as a journalist, working with a lot of cases and categories like politics, culture, and human rights. As a journalist, how do you see the future of South Azerbaijan?
I think you have to see it very close to the situation of Iran also, because I think we are all being very, very occupied or preoccupied with the Iranian nuclear policy, and now they are going to have some kind of negotiations with the Western countries and Russia and China and the United States, and maybe they will be a bit closer to the United States, to Russia, to China, and to the European Union. But then these countries have to use this opportunity to press the Iranian government to give political rights and human rights also to the South Azerbaijani people. And if not, I think the South Azerbaijani people will create another revolution in Iran.
As a journalist, how do you think the media people and journalists can work with this case to let the people of the world hear about South Azerbaijanis?
As one of you told me, it was in a way very positive that the last match between Traktor and the football club from Tehran turned into chaotic circumstances, because of that they could tell the rest of the world that this was not really electrical what shall we call it, electrical error, but it had to be to do with politics, and because of that they can tell that Traktor comes from Tebrizli, and it is used as a kind of a symbol of the South Azerbaijani freedom
fight. We can say it symbolises the lands and millions of people, they don't have their own rights.
That's right. But in a football match they can use their own language, they can demonstrate against the authorities.
They chant the slogans
by doing it towards the football team from Tehran and supporting their own team from Tebrizli.
Thank you for your time, Martin. Thank you
Just
very
a
much.
pleasure, just a pleasure.